Hello, I'm Pat Wattam with the Pat Wattam Team here at Remax First. I want to help all of you get to know my friend Debbie Hanna, who is actually my right-hand person on the team. Debbie's been with me. We're getting ready to celebrate your 6th year in real estate. Can you believe it's been that long?
No, I can't believe it's been that long.
I know.
It's just gone by really quickly.
Really quickly. Debbie and I have known each other for about 30 years or so. We moved here in '79, and I think you were one of the first people we met here fairly early on.
Yeah.
Music student at LSU. My husband's at LSU. Her husband was at LSU, and so we were all musicians. We actually were in the same circle, so it was kind of fun. Debbie came to us from a wonderful background, which of course I love. Let's talk a little bit about your history of sales, because you brought a wealth of sales experience to our team. You were working for Cadares here in Baton Rouge when I first met you.
Right. I worked at Cadares in the record department. And then I actually got an opportunity to interview for a job with a record company, a music company, Warner Electra Atlantic, and interviewed for that job for the New Orleans market and got that job.
And the most important part about that job was?
Getting you concert tickets.
Yes, getting you concert tickets and backstage passes. It was very important. And even more importantly, from there, you won some big sales awards with them, because I remember this. You were pretty successful at your job. I was kind of a fledgling agent. That's why I had time to go to New Orleans and all those concerts with you.
That's right.
But you were winning a bunch of awards for merchandising or marketing.
I did. I won Salesperson of the Year, and I also won some merchandising awards for my territory in the New Orleans market.
And then, of course, once you got on the radar for the people out in California, they offered you the job there. And what happened then when they offered you the first job?
They offered me a job, and I turned it down the first time, which is where the negotiation starts to come in, and then eventually accepted the job, and we moved to Los Angeles.
When you negotiated for a higher salary and a bigger bonus on him. I remember that one very well. So anyway, so you're in California, and you have this great job. You're now managing as well as marketing.
Yeah, I was a manager for certain genres of music for the entire West Coast, which entailed a lot of things. It's sales, it's marketing, it's merchandising.
And negotiating, a lot of negotiating going on, I'm assuming, for your business.
Right.
And then, of course, the big music industry had the big switch over, AOL, Time Warner. Did they merge? That was a merger?
They merged. I worked for a division of Time Warner, and they merged. And when you have two companies merging, that's when they cut a lot of jobs, especially middle management.
Middle management, they're all gone.
So, but from there, I went to, I got a job, crazy me, I got a job with a major newspaper out there in advertising sales, which was probably one of the hardest jobs I've had, but one of the most, gave me the most experience, I think, in negotiating, working with different personality types.
I call it your realtor training. You just didn't know that you were in realtor training at that point.
Yes, I think it was realtor training.
And then I'm out there for a Steve Vai concert, my favorite guitar player.
Of course.
And at 2:30 in the morning, the brilliant thought comes to me that you should come back to Baton Rouge, which I've been talking to her husband for 3 years. Come home, it's time. Jim had elderly parents. Blake was your son was almost done with college, and so I thought when I saw what you were doing in newspaper sales, I thought, oh wow, you could do this. And so you came back to Baton Rouge, shadowed me for a week, and said,
said yes, I think I'd like to do this. I know I can do it, and here I am.
Yay!
Yeah.
And now we're 6 years later. So what are some of the things that you've learned in real estate? Like, I know you've said to me more than once that, well, I can't believe this. It was more fun to do this than to do the job you had before. But maybe it's more satisfying in some way?
Yeah, this is much more satisfying. I mean, you can, when I worked for the advertising company, it was great to drive business to my clients' businesses by putting together marketing and advertising packages, but there's just something much more rewarding about helping someone find their first home or their next home. It's much more rewarding, so I love it.
And I know you love negotiating, too. It's one of the things I watch you do all the time.
I do. I've put a lot of my skills from my past jobs into play in the real estate world.
So now you're a successful realtor, and you're glad you made the switch.
I'm very glad, and I will say again that you were right.
Thank you. I love when she says I'm right. It's a wonderful thing to have. And now we have a new component of our team, because now Blake, your son, has moved back from California. We've taken his real estate exam tomorrow.
That's right.
We'll have another realtor on the team.
Yes, I'm so really excited about that.
How does it make you feel to see that, we're all musicians? I mean, Blake is a musician, we were all musicians.
It's kind of funny.
It is kind of funny.
Right.
And we were all really good in sales.
We're good in sales and creative minds.
Creative minds.
So I'm just real happy that he's joining the team, and I think it's a great opportunity for him. He has some experience in property management, and a little bit in the real estate world. And I just know he'll do really well. He's got a great personality, and he has a really good work ethic, and I'm just looking forward to see him blossom in the real estate world.
And be my slave.
Uh-oh.
That's why he sits next to me.
Uh-oh.
One more thought. I know that you've watched the real estate market change in the past 5 years because you came here, probably not the best time to be in real estate.
It was kind of tough.
Yeah, but that's how when I got in real estate in the 80s, it was like the worst time to be in it,
Right.
70% interest rate, and I didn't know any difference. I just sold houses. So what's your experience been like selling houses, and where do you see the market heading over the next year?
Well, when I first came here, it was after Katrina, so we were still kind of in that mode. The housing prices were going up still, and then I've seen them come down, and interest rates come down with it.
Really?
And so I think right now is it's the best time to buy real estate right now. I don't think we'll ever see these interest rates again.
No.
So if anybody's on the fence about buying, and you can buy, you've been pre-qualified, get in there and with your realtor, hopefully one of us on the Pat Wattam team, and let us find that house for you.
That's a great thought. Again, interest rates are the lowest they've ever been, and they're starting to tick up. That's what I've seen this year. Already started to tick up, and we know it can't hold forever. But anyway, meantime, again, congratulations on the successful 5 years on the team and starting your number 6 here. So, successful selling for both of us.
That's right.
Okay, great.